My phone lit up at 3:17 a.m., buzzing with 20 motion sensor alerts in 2 minutes. Heart racing, I jumped out of bed, threw on a t-shirt and shorts, and checked my security cameras. The grainy feed showed Dorothy Wheeler, my 65-year-old neighbor, dressed in black like a cheap spy, hacking at my pool fence's lock with heavy clippers. This wasn't a prank, it was a crime. Dorothy, with her perfect blonde bob and fancy clothes, had been a problem since moving into Maple Grove 6 months ago. As a jazz saxophonist, my late-night practices, colorful pool lights, and 2 cultural barbecues caught her attention. She'd even reported my inappropriate welcome mat to the city. Now, she was breaking into my backyard. I grabbed my phone, started recording, and slipped out the back door, staying in the shadows. Dorothy, unaware, muttered, "Almost there," sweat on her face. The lock snapped, and she did a smug little dance. I stepped into the light, arms crossed. "Nice night for a crime, Dorothy." She dropped the clippers, eyes wide with panic, then switched to her entitled act. "Darius, you scared me," she gasped, hand on her chest. "My cat, Snowball, jumped the fence. I was saving her." I scanned the empty yard. No cat, but I see a $300 broken lock. Her face hardened. "I'm hosting a Maple Grove HOA event today. Your pool's perfect. You won't mind sharing with neighbors who belong here." The racism stung. "I own this house, pay my dues, and you're trespassing," I said, holding up my recording phone. "I'm calling the cops." Her laugh was sharp. "Police? With your situation, misunderstandings happen. People get hurt. Cops don't always hear the whole story." The threat was clear, but I stayed calm. Good thing this video shows the truth. Her face paled. "You can't record me on my property during a crime." "I can. But let's negotiate. Pay for the lock, and we live stream your party. Show everyone your community spirit." Greed flashed in her eyes, but she backed off. "I'll think about it," she muttered, fleeing, leaving her clippers behind. I grinned. This was about to get big. By 6 a.m., I was at my kitchen table, coffee in hand, backing up the footage to 3 cloud drives. At 7:30, my phone rang, an unknown number. "Darius Carter, this is Eleanor Shaw, Maple Grove HOA president," a polished voice said. "Ms. Wheeler mentioned a misunderstanding last night. Can we meet at 2 p.m. to settle this calmly?" I smirked. She broke my lock at 3 a.m. and threatened me. "I've got footage for the board. Clubhouse, 2 p.m. works." A pause. "Footage? I see. We'll be there." Dorothy had already acted. A Nextdoor post from Dottie W. Claim died threatened violence while she searched for her lost cat. Urgent. Dangerous neighbor harassed me for rescuing my pet. Be vigilant, especially elderly residents. Comments piled up. Who is this guy? Call the cops. I posted back. Dorothy cut my lock at 3:16 a.m., trespassed, and threatened me when I refused her unauthorized pool party. Video ready for 2 p.m. HOA meeting. No cat present. I attached a lock photo and timestamp. The thread exploded. She's allergic to cats. Post the video. Her post vanished, but screenshots spread. At the clubhouse, a fake mansion with gaudy chandeliers, Eleanor greeted me with board members. Henry Lynn, a tired accountant, Lisa Morgan, a realtor with a fake smile, Rajesh Patel, a tech VP checking his watch, and Sarah Klein, the nervous secretary. Dorothy sat, avoiding my gaze. "Mr. Carter," Ms. Wheeler shared her version. "We'd like yours," Eleanor said. I opened my laptop, linking to the screen. This is Dorothy at 3:16 a.m., cutting my lock. The board watched her victory dance. "Looking for a cat?" I cued her threat. "People get hurt. Cops don't get the whole story." Henry coughed to hide a laugh. Dorothy stammered. I was scared. I paused on my calm stance. "This is aggressive?" Lisa frowned. "You lied about a cat." Dorothy's excuses fell apart. "I've lived here longer. I belong." Eleanor's voice was firm. "You broke in, lied, and threatened. That's criminal." My cousin Troy, a property manager, texted. "Is that Dorothy Wheeler?" She was evicted from my complex for harassing tenants. I stepped out to call him. Same woman.
Yep.
Targeted Latinos, Black folks, threw fits over cultural foods. Evicted for unauthorized events. I returned, grinning. Dorothy was evicted from Sunnyvale Apartments for harassment and lying about residency here. The board gasped. Sarah checked her notes. You claimed you bought your house, not rented. Dorothy raged. I was improving that dump. Those people didn't appreciate me. Those people? Henry stood. Stop. She didn't. This country's gone to hell when hardworking Americans can't speak truth. I held up my phone. Good news, Dorothy. I live-streamed your speech. 300 viewers and counting. She lunged, shrieking about privacy. I dodged. Henry and Rajesh restrained her. Assault, too. I quipped, filming. Security escorted her out, her vowing, I have connections. This isn't over. The live stream hit 10,000 views by Thursday. A TikTok edit of Dorothy's rant, lunge, and ejection reached 1 million. Pool Karen trended. Channel 5's headline. HOA meeting goes viral. Neighbor Ms. Garcia told reporters. She reported my kids for loitering at the park. They're 10. I joined Community Pulse, hosted by Denise Foster. She broke in at 3 a.m., I said. If she'd asked, I might have considered it. Threats?
No.
Denise laughed at the cat lie. Consequences matter, I added. A GoFundMe for my lock raised $3,000. I redirected it to a youth center. Friday, Dorothy posted on Nextdoor. I'm being stalked by a dangerous neighbor inciting mobs. A user, Edward Grant, 82, wrote, These people think they own the place. Stand with Dorothy. Detective Carla Mendez, handling my report, warned Grant had a prior. Stay alert. I prepped for Saturday's block party, upgrading cameras and inviting allies. By noon, 60 neighbors filled my yard with food and laughter. Then Dorothy arrived with Grant, a wiry man with cold eyes, a filming woman, and a hulking thug. You can't exclude us. Dorothy shrieked. Private property, I said. Grant sneered. Discrimination. The thug flexed, silent but threatening. The crowd quieted. I faced them. Leave or we escalate. Dorothy wailed. You've ruined my life. No one talks to me. You broke in, a neighbor shouted. Grant ranted. She's terrorized by reverse racism. Carla arrived. I saw the footage, Ms. Wheeler. You're no victim. Grant snapped. It's racially motivated. The thug growled. Cops protect their own. Black guy cries, you buy it. Carla slammed him against the fence. Victor Cruz, you're under arrest for threats. Denise's news crew captured it. Grant screamed. Thought crime? Dorothy laughed, broken. You're all against the evil racist.
She pointed at me.
I don't want his music, his culture. Mayor Linda Brooks stepped in. This is America. Darius earned his home. Dorothy fled with Grant. The filmer, Grant's daughter Emma, apologized, shaken. I let Dorothy stay for restorative justice, 100 hours at Harmony Center. The party resumed, stronger. 6 months later, Dorothy returned, changed, in a faded volunteer shirt. I was wrong, she sobbed. I served meals to people I feared. They're just people. She'd driven families to appointments, tutored kids. Harmony's director confirmed her growth. The HOA made me liaison, citing my calm handling. Dorothy's pool stunt birthed a garden project she joined. At the celebration, she gave me a framed broken lock, inscribed, Break the wrong things to learn what's worth protecting. She was training in mediation to unlearn bias. Grant apologized in therapy. Maple Grove thrived, united against hate, proving truth and community outlast entitlement.